Meeting will come to order. Good evening, everyone. Thank you and welcome to the Township of Ocean Board of Education meeting for May 20th, 2025. I ask you all stand and join us in the flag salute. Remove any hats if you have them on your head, please. Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Wonderful. So it's great to have so many people here to have such a wonderful opportunity for recognition this evening. I don't want to delay that with any unnecessary banter. So we'll get right into it. No president's report for me. We will do a roll call, please, Mr. Hastings.
Mr. Brady.
Here.
Mr. Dalton.
Here.
Mrs. Dam. Mrs. Gilman.
Here.
Mrs. McGovern.
Here.
Mr. Schneider. Ms. Stevens.
Here.
Mrs. Talarico.
Here.
Mr. McCarthy.
Here. Thank you very much. Student representatives report. Ladies.
So this month in sports, the lacrosse season is coming to an end for both the boys and the girls. Yesterday, the girls lost in a well-played game against Marlboro that went into overtime, and their first state game is next week. The boys play Lacey Township tomorrow, and they head to Hopewell Valley next week for their first state game. Softball senior night was tonight at the Wanamassa Fireman's Field, and the team celebrated their 5 seniors against Henry Hudson. The boys baseball team also celebrated senior day today, and they played Lacey. The team won 14-4. On May 6th and 8th, the track team competed at the Monmouth County Championships. The team had over 5 runners place again and broke 4 school records. And finally, the golf team finished their season 9-4.
So in clubs and activities, last month, the Hispanic Culture Club, Italian Club, and Deeply Rooted Club hosted International Night at the high school, and it was a great success. DECA has their end-of-year celebration coming up on June 3rd. The NHS induction ceremony is coming up on June 11th, where the new inductees will be honored and the officers will be announced. The junior prom was this past weekend at the high school, and it was a great success for the 2026 class officer team. The Spartan dance team is holding tryouts next Tuesday and Wednesday for next year's team. And the OTHS Concert and Jazz Bands performed their annual spring concert last Thursday with amazing performances from all involved.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. All right, then we will move on to our superintendent's report.
Okay, thank you very much. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. I'm very excited to recognize so many of our Spartans today who have just outdone themselves and earned these wonderful achievements. We're going to start with an achievement out of the intermediate school. If Mr. Amato is here, if he could come forward, and if Mr. Schwartz is here as well, I think he's going to help with some of our certificates. For this one, I'd also like to recognize our teacher, Miss Durand, if you're here, and Miss Kelly. You can also please come on up. None of this is possible without your hard work in your classroom. Wonderful. Thank you. Okay, we are going to recognize our students who have won the New Jersey Water Environment Association's essay contest. Students from both Miss Kelly and Miss Durand's class submitted for this contest, and we are pleased this evening to honor 2 of our students who were finalists in this contest. First, I'd like to bring up Alessandra Paterno, who won 3rd place in New Jersey and 2nd place in the Central Jersey, New Jersey region. Come on up, Alessandra. And also, Ava Tui, if you just stay up here for a moment, please. Ava Tui, if you're here, please come on up. Runner up. Great job. Runner up in the Central New Jersey region. These students wrote about wastewater treatment and its role in our society. Congratulations, ladies. Take a photo over here. If you'd like, and parents, you're welcome to come on up and take another photo if you need to. You didn't get one yet? Happy to have you come on up. Perfect. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Great job. Next, I'd like to invite up Mrs. Kazuba and Ms. Zisa and Ms. Johnson, if you're here. These are our DECA advisors. Please come on up. This evening, we'd like to recognize our Startup Business Plan state finalists. These students placed 5th overall in the Startup Business Plan written event at the DECA, New Jersey State Career Development Conference. Competing against over 90 teams, they developed a detailed business proposal. Their outstanding performance earned them a spot at the International Career Development Conference in Orlando, Florida, where they went and represented our school proudly. I'd like to introduce our finalists, Aaron Gravatz, Isabella Olive, and Ian Smythe. Please come on. Standing. And if you'd like to come over here, we'll take a photo in front of the backdrop, and parents, you're welcome to come on up. Congratulations, student. Okay, next, I think Ms. Kazuba's going to stay up here with us. I'd like to also introduce Mr. Kason Jackson, supervisor of our world language department at the high school and assistant principal. And I'd like to credit Ms. Cecilia Villa, who I do not believe is here this evening because she is running a state conference right now for NJ TESOL. And she's doing us proud there at that conference, but she also participated in this. A lot of work goes into making this possible. Did you want to say something? Oh, yes, please. Come on up. We have, yes, thank you so much for being here. And again, a number of our teachers. Perfect. And Ms. Ravezzi, please come on up. None of this is possible without the hard work of these staff members and a number of others who make this possible. This evening, we are going to introduce 37 graduating seniors that passed the New Jersey State Seal of Biliteracy and met the New Jersey State ELA graduation pathway requirements. Tonight, we recognize them for this great accomplishment, and they will also be recognized with this distinction at graduation. It is a long list of names. As you hear your name, please come on up, and then we will take photos after, okay? First student, we ready, Ms. Kazuba? We're ready. Okay, good. David Michelle Abed Pula, Brenda Alves, Vanessa Baca Carvajal, Jessica Valderas Garcia, Juliana Coles, Joaquin Costa Pacheco, Michael Crean, Natalie Crean, Esmeralda Cruz Vasquez, Gabriela Da Silva, Camilo Diaz, Kilsaris Diaz, B. Dizon, Ana Victoria Duarte, Ana Guerra, Anthony Guerra Interiano, Daniel Insignares Porto, Sarah Joan Beauvais, Exon Jimenez Montero, Xochi Jimenez Gonzalez, Jesus Jovel Flores, Janita Khan, Devaney Lopez Hernandez, Maria Martinez Arroyo, Gloria Martinez Martinez, Nada Metwali, Ana Oliveira Martins, Johanna Pacheco Vasquez, Sarah Patina Gallego, Ninel Pena Lopez, Andy Peralta Salinas, Venus Pereira Pellegrin, Alexander Rosagel Gutierrez, Omar Siam, Jake Stewart, Matthew Stewart, and Michelle Taraba Salazar. I know, there's a lot of, not everyone could join us this evening, so please give us a minute while we go through the certificates. We weren't sure.
Fantastic.
And yeah, students, you can, once you have your certificate, you can stand right there. That's great. Wait a minute.
They're all seniors?
All seniors. So this is, again, a seal of biliteracy, meaning the students have met the requirements of 2 languages, signifying they are biliterate. And we also have juniors who've made this. Some of our students here tonight earned this recognition when they were juniors. We recognize them in their senior year because they will be graduating with this distinction. Okay, this might be a better spot for the photo with such a large group. Everybody just sort of, and if the teachers and Ms. Kazuba and Mr. Jackson could join in with the photo. Everybody probably has to move in a little closer. Yep, there you go. And parents, you're welcome to take a photo as well.
Wow, it's fantastic.
Okay. You ready?
Good,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, Miss Tavar, don't go far. Don't go far. And is Miss Octorino here? And Mr. Jackson, please? Ms. Revetzi's here. Wonderful. Okay. Next up, we would like to recognize our 2025 National Italian Exam finalists. Students, the 2025 National Italian Exam Gold, Silver, Bronze, and Merit Certificate winners will be honored this evening. Congratulations to all of the students who have worked hard and earned this exceptional achievement. Thank you to the teachers who helped our students achieve this honor. Again, students, when you hear your name, please come on up and afterwards we'll take a group photo. Mason Ansell, Nicholas Critelli, Chloe Farrell, Cecilia Blania, Sophia Higgins, Benjamin Jacobson, Sophia Johansson, Michaela Murphy, Bryn Park, Joelle Rincon Perez. Yes. And Carly Sundak. Please come on up. Outstanding students. I think we could probably take this photo in front of the backdrop here if you move.
Struggling, trying to say good morning.
Well, please join in on the photos.
And they.
Administrators, teachers,
Some places.
parents, come on up.
Tough food.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like the French. Right.
Yeah.
Kind of like. I know Spanish.
I studied in Spain.
Yes. So many papers everywhere.
I won.
Outstanding. Congratulations, students. You should be very proud. And Ms. Kazuba, are you staying up? Is Mr.
Forgiving.
Okay. All right. At this time, I'd like to ask Ms. Kazuba to stay up, and I'd like to ask coaches Apicelli and Siciliano if they could also join us up front, and Coach Mr. Todd, if you're here as well. For our final recognition for this evening, we would like to honor Benjamin Robinson for his 100 career hits in baseball, an incredible achievement that I am told has only been done 7 times in school history. That is outstanding. Please come on up and. Congratulations. We could take a group photo over here. Parents, come on up. Oh. Congratulations, Sandy. Sandy. You made us very proud. Mr. President, that completes my report this evening.
That's it? That's wonderful. What a great thing for us to have as a district to recognize so many awesome achievements from our students. And I, for one, am extremely appreciative of all of this. And congratulations to you all. As Mrs. Weldon said, you all, and I speak on behalf of the board when I say this, you do us all very proud as a district with this, and we appreciate it. Way to go.
Congratulations.
With that, this is an open public meeting. You are more than welcome to remain here for the agenda that we are about to carry on for the rest of the evening. However, if you have anything that requires you to leave, now may be the time should you decide to do so. Absolutely. Thank you.
You too.
Absolutely. Thank you all.
Congratulations. Say thank you.
Thanks, ladies. Absolutely. Have a good one.
Yeah. It's beautiful. I've never been to the coast.
Anyway,
Yeah.
the most.
Yeah.
That's very.
Yeah.
I know.
When I was in Spain, we went to Italy.
Yeah, that's.
To Rome, Florence, and Venice. We did like 2 nights Rome, 2 nights Florence, 2 nights Venice. Felt maybe with my ex. Wedding. She needed so much everything. There was no one. Yeah. And we went to this little tiny fishing boat. Coast, and next summer we were in Copenhagen. And it's this little village that was the wedding day, and then we went to Rome for we called 4 nights. Just the 2 of us, me and Susan. It was really nice.
My family, my brothers, and my his daughter and her husband. They were 5 of them. And what was that even to the rule? Basic conversation. She was able to do most everything. Those little stones were very rough, but I was so impressed. They were from. Just give you a heads up.
That's so nice.
3 other people from Indianapolis area, husband, wife, and their friend. And this woman, the other friend, she was fancy expert in early American antiques. So she would be going around to antique markets. She'd want a guitar. Carrying around the rest of the trip.
Brought it all the way back.
Really?
Yes,
Brought it all the way
wow.
back. Was amazing.
I mean, if you're there, that's your thing, then you're in the right place for it, yeah.
I was so impressed with her. She said, yeah, I might have regretted it if I didn't buy it. I said, you're probably right. Probably. And she bought a watercolor in an antique market in Rome. I mean, she knew what she was doing.
Yeah. That's cool.
It was
Yeah.
very cool
Yeah.
to meet people.
Right, yeah. Were you, so you're on like a tour group?
It's called EF Tours. It's the group that I used. Go Ahead Tours.
Mhm.
when I have the students.
Yeah.
Always
it's a-
used,
it's a- Yeah,
but this is the adult
okay.
version, so the hotels are a little nicer and
Yeah,
food is better.
oh, that's nice.
It was. You know, they had breakfast every morning.
Mhm.
It's delicious.
Oh, that's good.
Well, they want to know about Italy. Beautiful, geez. Very nice. Get us.
We're in the selfie.
Nice little selfie. Stunning.
Wonderful. Awesome. Good? Okay, wonderful. Good, good. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Hastings, if you would, sir, please, your school business administrator's report.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have nothing to add to the workshop report.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Public comment on any item. The Board of Education recognizes the value of public comment on educational issues and the importance of allowing members of the public to express themselves on school matters of community interest. Public comment is not a question and answer session. Specific questions can be directed to the administration, and the superintendent's contact information is on the podium. We encourage you to contact her and the district website. We encourage you to contact her with any questions that you may have. Public participation shall be governed by the following rules. Each statement made by a participant shall be limited to 5 minutes in duration. No participant may speak more than once on the same topic until all others who wish to speak on that topic have been heard. And the presiding officer may request any person to leave the meeting when that person does not observe reasonable decorum. Would anyone from the public like to comment on any item at this time? No. Wonderful. Mrs. Conway, do we have anyone in the queue?
Yes, Mr. President, we have Alex Hayes. Please go ahead.
Go ahead, Mrs. Hayes.
Hi, I'm just trying to find my notes here. So Alex Hayes, Oakhurst. Well, that was really wonderful waiting for 10 minutes for the room to clear, and I heard all about everybody's tour groups and everything. Getting down to comments and questions now. Mr. Hastings said, I think it was a one meeting ago, or maybe it was two, when for like the third time in the last couple of months, facilities usage fees was brought up. He mentioned that he was going to do some research and get back to the school board, and you guys were going to talk about it. So I'm just wondering when that's going to be. That's a question, like when that's going to be on the, an agenda. I thought that was going to be tonight's. And now that you guys have successfully succeeded in silencing public comment, public opinion, any public access to public questioning and answering of elected public school board members, and your meetings now are so short. It's like you guys are trying to race to get the fastest meeting on record. You know, I'd just like to posit maybe you have your meetings at 7:30 and 8 instead of 7 and 8, because there's just such a lull. I had that complaint amongst council as well. It's almost like it's making it even more inconvenient for the public to attend two meetings if there's such a gap in between them. And then my third comment was really about committees. I think Amy and Grace Ann were talking about finance committee in the earlier meeting. And I'm not sure if Ms. Weldon misspoke, but at the 7 p.m. meeting, she said there's been no committee meetings since she was superintendent. So I'm not sure if she really meant no finance committee meetings, but it did sound like she meant all. So that's what I'm going at, because I can't really ask questions and get an answer right now. But of course that's not true, because you guys have legislative committees that meets, and we all know how important that is for you all to have FaceTime with your lawmakers. You also have the negotiation committee. So I'm just wondering if only select committees meet, like if it's only the important ones that meet, the important ones that you all think is important, because just because you guys are a committee of the whole, I don't understand why all of your committees are not meeting. You can meet and you can chat about things. Clearly you do, because you do that for the legislative committee. You still have a committee of the whole, yes. Even Amy said the finance committee used to meet to talk about RFPs. So I just don't know why all the committees aren't meeting, aren't providing input. Because if you're truly not meeting, what is this lunacy of having committees in the first place? Why do you have chairs? You're basically just needing people who are going to read sentences on an agenda, on a piece of paper. I don't know why you don't just call it what it is. It's your turn to read, Mrs. So-and-so. Your turn to read, Mr. So-and-so. It's almost like a middle school class. If you're not going to actually have committees to report on, committee meetings, I don't know why you guys have committee structured like you have it as it is. It just seems like it's a resume builder. I think you're deceiving the public. But with a school board rather, with several members facing close to 20 ethics violations, it really does not surprise me. That's all I have. Thanks.
Thank you, Mrs. Hayes. Moving on, Mrs. Conway, do we have any other members of in the queue?
No, there are no more virtual commenters.
Thank you so much. Mr. Dalton,
Thank you, Mr. McCarthy. Motion to approve item 5.1, approval of minutes from the May 13th meeting.
Second.
thank you. Mr. Hastings, would you call the roll?
This is 5.1, Mr. Brady,
Yes.
Mr. Dalton,
Yes.
Mrs. Gilman,
Yes,
Mrs. McGovern,
Yes.
Miss Stevens,
Yes.
Mrs. Talarico,
Abstain.
and Mr. McCarthy.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Mrs. McGovern, personnel.
Move to approve items 6.1 through 6.13. May I have a second?
second,
Items 6.1 through 6.13, Mr. Brady,
Yes.
Mr. Dalton,
Yes.
Mrs. Gilman,
yes to all, recuse from 6.5.
thank you. Mrs. McGovern,
Yes.
Miss Stevens,
Yes.
Mrs. Talarico,
Abstain.
and Mr. McCarthy.
Yes.
Motion's carry.
Instruction, education, and student activities, Mr. Dalton.
Thank you, Mr. McCarthy. Motion to,
I think we
skipped
need item
7.
7.
We skipped 7.
Back to Mrs. McGovern. Thank you so much. Financial management and resource services, Mrs. McGovern.
Yes, I move to approve items 7.1 to 7.11. Thanks for letting me.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Mr. Hastings.
It's items 7.1 through 7.11. Mr. Brady,
Yes.
Mr. Dalton,
Yes.
Mrs. Gilman,
Yes,
Miss McGovern,
Yes.
Miss Stevens,
Yes.
Mrs. Talarico,
Yes to all, but 7.5, no.
and Miss McCarthy.
Yes.
All items carry.
Thank you, Mr. Hastings. Instruction, education, student activities, Mr. Dalton.
Thank you, Mr. McCarthy. Motion to approve items 8.1 through 8.3.
Second.
This is 8.1 through,
Thank
yes, sir. This is 8.1 through 8.3. Mr. Brady,
Yes.
Mr. Dalton,
Yes.
Miss Gilman,
yes,
Miss McGovern,
Yes.
Miss Stevens,
Yes.
Miss Talarico,
Yes.
and Miss McCarthy.
Yes.
Items carry.
Old business. Do I have any old business from any members of the board? Mrs. Gilman.
yes, President McCarthy. Last week, Ms. Weldon, as she did this week, highlighted some events in our schools. And last Thursday, as our student representative said, there was a band concert at the high school. It was incredible to hear our students do a Chicago medley, and John Williams, who has probably written every score from E.T. to Jaws. And when you hear Jaws up on the stage and the music, they did a fantastic job. I was also able to stop into the junior prom theme, La Dolce Vita, and the room in the back, our mini gym, the new one, it was decorated so beautifully. The students looked gorgeous. The food looked gorgeous. And I know how hard the advisors worked to make that happen. And it was a great success. So just wonderful things happening at our schools.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Gilman. I appreciate that. Any other old business from any members of the board? Just wanna make sure. I do have one thing, Mr. Hastings, when will you be discussing facility fees for the public to be aware of that? I believe it's on the agenda calendar currently.
Yes, I believe we discussed June as the meetings where we would bring back some information for the board to
We're
discuss.
tentatively scheduled for the second meeting of June, if I believe.
That's correct, the 17th.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Wonderful. Any new business from any members of the board? Nothing. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second.
This meeting is adjourned.